How are you looking fam? Wait, I'm gonna be showing my arms in it. Better do some push-ups. Shit, I'm out of breath now. Almost 3 years ago I set up a body goal. I wanted to be as big and muscular as I am now. I'm still out of breath from the push-ups. I would go online literally every single day and watch body transformation videos of guys like who looked similar to how I did, like pretty skinny, scrawny kind of like skinny fat kind of kid, and watch their transformation. They've been training for like 3 years and got like jacked in, 5 years, whatever, training and calisthenics and stuff, and the end goal of having a body that looks like a Greek god was amazing to me. I learned that what bodybuilding literally is. That's the whole point of bodybuilding, is picking out each part of your physique and thinking about improving it. It's such a nice way to train that I feel like I fell in love with, and I did it consistently for almost 3 years, and this is where I am not now. So I've been putting like clips over, like hopefully I'm still out of fuck. I should train like and I should fucking shave. What's life like after you've reached your weightlifting goal? So for me personally, it's, let me be like very flexible with my training and my diet. Now, since 3 years in them, I've already hit my goal. The rate of muscle loss is not really that fast when you're that advanced. You don't lose muscles that fast if you just stop training for a week at a time, or if you ate bad food or something. So you can keep your progress and how well you've done even while taking time off. So it's, now that I've reached my goal, it's made it very easy to be flexible. I can take a day off. It won't change anything. I can eat the foods that I eat, that I've made videos about, that everyone seems to be so crazy about. Like, Anton, how can you eat barely or eat McDonald's every single day? Like, yes, like I do, because I've already hit my goal. That means that I can really enjoy life a lot. I don't have to think about calories. I can pick out for an entire day like triple my daily calories, and that's fine, because I know that I'll just essentially get back to it tomorrow. I'll eat a bit less, and the day after that I'll eat a bit less, and I can have that flexibility because I've already reached this goal. Now I have some advice for someone. If you're like a young male, similar to how I was, if this is the exact sort of transformation that you wanted to go through, there is a lot of stuff I've already put on my channel, and that's like the whole reason why I started this stuff, was because I, as a young male, throughout like school, I would look through these videos like this little transformation help, and the stuff if you wanted to change your life a little bit, but you were struggling with this, is where you'd come to. And so now I'm trying to give back to that. So if there is like a little loser, like I was like, what's up, you get some pussies. I changed up the vibe a little bit. So since I started weightlifting, now I'm a lot more confident and happy as a person. This has been pretty much the greatest hobby I could have ever asked for. And so to bring you here 3 years later has given me a lot of fulfillment and in life to hit a goal. My goal, if you do not know, like most of my friends, like I was literally just to get, it was literally to just get jacked. If I like I didn't once care about strength at all, in terms of it was literally just I wanted to have like a Greek god physique. This whole idea of like an aesthetic body, I love the look of it. I always used to see in magazines as a kid. It used to motivate me. I used to try to do some push-up and stuff. I remember my one friend back years ago as a children, it's like I wanted us to do like a six-pack challenge just because I wanted this six-pack, but I don't want to do it by myself for some reason. So Hayden, if you're watching this, shout out. I already feel like I've hit my goal, and I feel like I've hit that a while ago. To be honest, I feel like I hit that about a year ago. I felt like I was jacked speaking to people. They wouldn't. So one of the first things anyone would say to me was like my size. They just sort of mentioned I'm not even huge. That's the thing. I generally wear size large t-shirts. I'm 160 pounds, 6 foot 1, which is, if you know about weight scales, you know that's quite weird. That's not impressive at all. 170 pounds and 6 foot 1. I started 115 pounds, so that's 60-pound difference. Different years ago, when I started this sort of journey when I was about 14 years old. This is how I would see body transformation, and there was a particular sort of physique. It wasn't so much about sort of size or masculinity or whatever. It was like, it had to be aesthetic, but not ultrally. I never liked that shit. I never like this, that fully shredded. And plus, I'm a guy who loves eating, so I feel like this physique I've got now is the one that will be compatible with my lifestyle, and it made me feel so happy that eating lots of food during like very flexible workouts, where I will go in there every single day. I go to the gym at what time I want, and I only go and do what workout I actually want as well. I'm so flexible. So if you wonder how I got to this point, if you're sort of a young guy who is weightlifting, the most important thing, honestly, about 2 years into it, I realized that this is going to be something I did for the rest of my life. It made me so lovable. It made it into like a hobby that's just part of me, and it's just like sleeping and eating, but it's just like a normal part of the day, because I made it into a way where it's so flexible that I actually love training, and I love the gym. I love everything about it, because I never wanted to be a thing where I didn't want to go to the gym and out, because if you don't want to do something, then there is a reason for that. You want to do something else, and I always wanted a life where I could go and do the thing that I want, and that's why I've always said like I'll eat all of like the food that I want. I barely even track my macros and stuff, and I've literally got salted caramel squares right there to eat while I'm editing this video. So I've always been a flexible guy, and this idea that I was gonna train for the rest of my life was so good, because it meant that there was no rush with my progress. So I was fine not knowing if I really worked hard and if I perfect my diet. Someone else could have had a video similar to mine where they got my body in a year and a half, 2 years. But the time has passed anyway. We are both at the same point, and I loved every second of my journey. I never once said no to the food. that I really wanted. I never once said yes to a gym session that I really didn't want to go. And I feel like that's very important because I always say this, I'm quite a lazy guy. I'm quite like just a laid back chill guy, and I feel like that this is such a sick way to train. Is if you know that you're gonna be trained for the rest of your life, you're not stressed out about missing a day. It should be more about enjoying the journey, and I actually love training. Take some time, be really flexible, and just it's almost like delaying your progress or happiness. And if you want the fastest progress, you want the best transformation and the highest numbers, then respect to, like really respect to you. But that's not me. At least not for this. I never thought of myself it's like, oh, I'm gonna challenge people on like where they try and go fast in transformation. Yeah. Alright, that's the end of the video. Shout out to my one subscriber. We're gonna make it one day, boys.